Okay guys, what's going on? Another tutorial, and what we're going to do is change the we're going to go into more detail about changing the background picture. I cannot remember what template this is. I'll post it in the YouTube beginning, but we're just going to carry on here. So this one is one of the pictures that just stays stationary and you can scroll over top of it, and we're going to change this background picture here. So what we're going to do, and you have to do this in the back end. So I went down to settings. So if we're at the regular website here, here's your site map. Down here's the settings, and we click that and we go to layout. And here's where the picture is located. So we're going to change this picture. So what we're going to do is, if you click this, you have to get it from your files. So we need to add a picture in the files to be able to get it. I know if you're up here in the website area here, if you go here and you want to change a picture on this end, you can grab that picture from just the computer by uploading a file. But when you're in the back end, for some reason, they want you to have it in the file section. So I'm going to click on files, and I've made another folder here. We named it Watson because this is going to be a Watson icon here. That's their logo. And what I did was just add a folder. So you click on this main spot right here. This all comes with the template. We're really not going to use any of those. So I make a Watson folder, and then you add, you just add it and it appears, and then we just click on there, and then we can upload the files from there. So if I upload a file here, this is what's on my desktop, which I don't have one yet. We're going to go get it, and I'm going to show you how I do all that. So I'm going to just drag this out of the way here, and we're going to go in here. So I just put panoramic pictures of heating and air. Nothing really shows up for that. What we want is something around 1250 by 350, I believe. That might work in our picture. Nothing too much bigger than that, because the file size will be too big. So we just pick a picture here. We could do a city, like they were in the city. I don't know if that looks very good. You have to click on the picture, and yeah, that looks really good. So it's a little bit bigger, but we can crop that in probably. So I'm going to, by the way, before you download these pictures, you have to make sure that you can reuse them. And what I did was I put this in. So if I just put this in straight, I want to go to Tools, and then go to Label, and you can do it. It's not filtered by license, or labeled for reuse with modification, or labeled for reuse. You can use them personally here, and it'll show more pictures, but this is probably the least amount of pictures you're going to get, because they're copyrighted, and you don't want to infringe upon somebody else's property. So I just click that, and then this gives pictures that you can use. So let's go ahead and use this picture. Again, if you look at here, this says 3,333 by 1,000. But if you were to save it from this picture, you're just going to get that size picture, which is probably 400 by whatever, and it won't look right on your computer's your background image. It's too wide on your software program, and then put a little image in there, it just doesn't work. So what we gotta do is click it, and then we'll get the full size picture that you need. Okay, so you just right click that, save image as, and we can just leave it as a JPEG. This is Melbourne, it looks like. I'll go ahead and save that to my desktop, that way I can grab it. Okay, now I'm going to go back over here, and we are in the files section again. Remember, we have to load it to the files first. So I'm in the Watson folder, upload it, and there it is. So we're going to choose that, And I'm going to go down here to settings, and then I'm going to go to layout, and here's where the picture I want to put in. So we're going to grab this picture, go down to Watson's, Melbourne, double click that, and then go up here and save. All right, now that we have it saved, we can preview and see what it looks like. There you go. Real nice. Real nice. That was a beautiful picture. Now I want to make sure, where did I see that? We got to see what size picture that is, because we don't want it too large. After you do this, you could do a site audit at one of those free site audit places online and check and see if the picture is too large, because you don't want to slow your mobile down. If somebody's looking on mobile, it might take too long to load. Let's go to preview and see preview on mobile. Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. Well, it's not going to, because it's not wide enough to hold that picture, which is good. Let's see what the website, it loaded pretty fast there. I'm thinking that it'll be okay. Let me see if I can find out. We'll go to images, go here. It doesn't say. I thought I saw another area where they gave the size of the pictures, which I guess I'm not seeing it now. Maybe if I ever find out if you can look for that, but it looks like a really good image, so we're going to try that out. So that's exactly what we did, and we went into Google and found the image and put it on there. Now if we wanted to cut this image down, I'm going to show you a little bit of that too. So what we're going to do there, let's say this image was way too big and you wanted to cut it down, or if there was a focal point, like let's say we wanted these flags to be more the focal point and put it more towards the center, you can go to this free online tool. It's called Pixlr, and there's a little bit of learning to go on with this. So what I did was I went down, I picked out new image, and I set my width at 1200 by 300 or 350. I think I did. And that's what came up. So now what I'm going to do is come over here to image, or I'm sorry, layer, open image as layer. And we're going to pick this and see how big that is. So I want to reduce that size, and this will tell us what size the image it is too when we save it. So I'm going down to free transform. See this little box? Now if I grab this and pull this down, it will shrink it, but you want to hold down the shift key so you don't distort the picture. So I got the shift key pressed, and then I grab it, click it, and drag down until it's smaller. Now I let go of the shift key. I come over here. I'm sorry, we don't want to do that. Let's do this again. Free transform, shift key, grab it, pull this down. I'm going to drag this over while the shift key is still on, and there you go. But let's say you wanted this more of the focal point. So you could make this bigger and then grab it and pull it over. Because right now, if we just put this on the website without doing this, this is going to show up. So sometimes when you have it on your website and the mobile will show some of the pictures, maybe not this full background picture, but this is good information for you when you have another picture that you do on the website end of it, which is, I'll show you that real quick. If we go up to the website and I click here, we have this edited. Like, let's say you put this image here. If it was full, if we put in this full thing right here, you wouldn't see all of the picture, and they would readjust to, like, right here is the focal point. So when you would look at it on a phone, it would reduce, and then you just see this little middle part right here. So you want to make sure that your picture that you put in here is the focal point is in the center, and you can do that with the Pixlr right here. You can do a lot of other things. We could add text if you want. Come over here and you press text, and then type in text, and you can change the colors and different things. So it's pretty nice. But let's say we want to move this over and just got, you know, we want to put this more in the middle. So, and then what you do is come up here and save it. Say yes, and then come up here, save. Quality is 80, so we have 105 kilobytes, which isn't too bad for that big of a picture. And you just name it and save it. But you can make it smaller, and it would make the kilobytes smaller, but you're decreasing the quality. And I'm not sure. Let's see what. Let's just bring this down to a 70 kilobyte, or let's even go down to. Let's go to 60. Let's just see what happens. See how good this picture really is. It looks like a really high quality picture. We'll leave this in JPEG. We're going to go low quality SID. Is it Sydney or Melbourne? That's what it is. Melbourne. And I'm going to save that to the desktop. And let's go in and change our picture on our website here. So we're into the website. Let's go to the back end. Actually, we have to download the files first. So we're going to upload the file, a low quality right here. And we are going to go back to settings in the back end, go to layout, image files. We're going to go to the Watson again. We're going to go to low quality, double click that. We're going to save it, and then we're going to preview it and see what kind of, see, now you see a little how it's pixeled. We dropped the pixel down too much, but you want to have that happy medium, because the lower the kilobytes, the faster your website will be. I guess there is a slight disadvantage of using a full picture in here, because it does, you know, it's larger file that will slow your website down, but it does look nice. So you just got to have that happy medium. But that's your tutorial for today. So hopefully you guys got something out of it. Like, if you like it, or comment below and ask me a question. If it's something that you weren't too clear about, maybe I can make another video on one of your questions below. So and if you're one of my customers, just go ahead and email me, and we'll take care of it. We'll answer your question. Thanks. See you guys.